Today we will discuss how a Mayavi demon who has entered Kishkinda and is standing outside the kingdom of Kishkinda and screaming at the top of his voice, calling Vali for a fight, for a combat. Now, after cautioning Vali that it may be a trick of somebody, but still Vali decides to go out and fight with this demon who is a Mayavi demon. Now a Mayavi demon has screaming that please come out, you coward Vali, you feel, you think you are the powerful personality in this world, you please come out and fight against me, then you will come to know the prowess about myself. And Vali decides to come out and go for a fight. And Vali takes out his Gada and comes out, and Sugriva accompanies Vali. And as soon as Vali comes out of his kingdom, he sees this Mayavi demon, and to his surprise, Mayavi demon, as soon as he sees Vali, immediately starts running. Stunned by the situation, Vali says, "You coward demon, you call for a combat and running like a coward." And Vali also starts running behind this coward demon. And Vali runs behind the demon, and Sugriva tells, "My dear brother, I also want to be with you." And Sugriva runs behind Vali. And they run and run and run. And finally, the Mayavi demon enters a huge, dark, deep cave. And Sugriva cautions Vali, "My dear brother, looks like there is some danger because this particular mountain has a deep, dark cave. Better you should not enter." Vali says, "Come on, Sugriva, you know the power of your brother. I am going to go inside and kill this demon and then only come back. Until then, you be here." Sugriva pleads to Vali, "My dear brother, I also want to come with you and help you, assist you." And Vali says, "You don't know my power? Please wait here outside the mountain, outside the cave, and wait for me." And with this instruction, Vali enters the deep, dark cave. And Sugriva is bewildered because he's just waiting for his brother's return. Hours pass by, days pass by. It was almost like a month, and there is no tinge of any clue that Vali is coming out. And Sugriva has not had anything. Vali had nothing, but just went inside the cave. And Sugriva is just standing outside the cave and waiting, what will happen to my brother? And after many days, suddenly one day, Sugriva hears a huge cry of Vali, "Sugriva!" And after that, Sugriva understands that Vali is in danger. And within no time, there is a huge gush of flow of blood comes out of the cave. And Sugriva hears the voice of Vali and sees that there is a gush of blood flow outside the cave. And Sugriva understands that Vali is no more. Vali is dead. And Sugriva understands that this Mayavi demon is very dangerous, because in the entire world there was no one who could fight and kill Vali. But here, this Mayavi demon has killed my brother. So this Mayavi demon is definitely very dangerous. So now Sugriva thinks, now Vali is dead. Now somehow I have to protect Kishkinda. Then he thinks, what should I do? Then finally he gets an idea that he brings a crag of mountain and just blocks the way, the pathway of the cave. And he makes sure that the demon cannot come out. And he goes back to Kishkinda. And he is very sad and he is crying literally. As soon as Sugriva goes back to Kishkinda, Sugriva's wife, Vali's wife and all the ministers ask Sugriva, "My dear sir, what happened?" And Sugriva explains the plight, the situation of Vali. And everyone consoles Sugriva that yes, this is what has happened. Now there is no way there is no use in just thinking about Vali and crying, because now Kishkinda needs a king. Then all the ministers, they conduct a meeting and decide, now Vali is no more, now Sugriva should become the king. And they come and propose Sugriva that, my dear sir, you should become the king now. And Sugriva says, this Kishkinda belongs to Vali, my elder brother, and he is the person who is qualified to sit on the throne. How can I sit? And ministers counsel him and convince Sugriva that no, a kingdom should always have a king. If there is no king, enemies can attack and destroy the kingdom. So we are in need of a leader. We are in need of a king. So then they convince Sugriva that you should become the king. And Sugriva finally accepts and he starts ruling Kishkinda. Sugriva is ruling the kingdom. All the citizens, ministers, they are happy. And to the surprise of the entire Kishkinda, one day, suddenly, Vali enters the kingdom. And Vali enters and looks at Sugriva sitting on the throne, enjoying the royal service to him. Vali becomes wild. So Vali, he was tired, he was weak, but he was furious. And Vali immediately screams, Sugriva, you are a cheater. You are waiting for an opportunity to sit on the throne. And he comes and beats him. And he kicks him. He wanted to just kill him. Vali says, I just want to kill you. But you are my brother. So I will give you one opportunity. Just get lost. Just run away. Save your life. And Sugriva is trying to explain, Vali, my dear brother, please hear my story. Vali says, don't talk. You are just waiting for the opportunity for me to die and take over the throne. Now I don't want to hear you. And he slaps him, beats him and kicks him. And finally, Sugriva had to flee, to run away to save his life. And finally, Sugriva runs away. Now let us make an analysis of the story. When we hear this story, from Sugriva's perspective, what Sugriva did is right. And when we hear the perspective from Vali, what Vali did is also right. Now the question is how can both Sugriva and Vali be right? Is it logical? No, this is not logical, but it is psychological. Friends, many times in our life, we also face the same situation. Here, Vali is a classic example of judgment without understanding. In our life, many times we also judge people, judge situation without proper understanding, without proper clarity. So when we analyze this story, we understand how the two best of friends ended up becoming two worst of enemies.